incredibly beautiful agong today. In a minute it will be covered in clouds again, but at the moment it's just... Open water diver course is a 3 or 4 days course, during which ones we're teaching the basic skills needed for diving. After this course is done, you are certified to dive independently, not alone, but with your buddy. And the maximum depth for the open water diver is 18 meters. And the most dive sites all around the world, maybe it's enough for some simple, interesting dives. That's how deep the corals are growing, like a hard corals and that things. And it's all the reef fish is also living that. And it's kind of enough for the biggest group of the people. If after the while it becomes boring at this depth, because I don't know, but it's a lot of people who wants to go a little bit deeper or experience new diving or experience new types of diving, like for example wreck diving or drift diving, or diving in the currents. So then that's the next level. But today we're talking only about the open water diver course. Now when we mostly have digitalized all our courses, then you can actually start your course while you are still at home. So you don't have to spend 4 days for the course anymore while you are here. So you actually can do all the portion of the theory at home, and then you arrive and do only the confined water and open water. So basically practice here in Bali. Theory consists of 5 chapters, and it's all the basic information what you need to dive. And then in the end we're giving you exam. Exam is 50 questions. So don't stress out. It's not like going back to the school and doing exams again. It's just a simple checkup for your theory portion. Because before we going in the water, we want to make sure that you understand how to equalize, how the pressure is changing, how to move, and that stuff. The second portion of the course is confined water. So in a confined water, we're doing a lot of skills. It's around 20 skills we have to do. And again, it's all about your safety, because for example, to learn how to clear a partially or fully flooded mask, how to remove, replace mask, how to find your regulator, it's all for your safety and comfort. When you're feeling comfortable with these skills, nothing can bother you underwater, right? So like for example, the mask is a little bit leaking, so you can easily clear it. Or for example, mask is fogging and you don't see anything, so you can let a little bit of water in and clear it out. What is the definition of the confined water? What it means basically? The confined water is pool-like environment with the same clarity and water movement, same as in a pool. So basically no waves, good visibility, and what is important also in the first confined water, you have to be able to stand up. So that means if something goes wrong, you stand up and you are above the water. As you see, this dive site today meets all the requirements for confined water. So that's why today we're gonna go here. If there are big waves, so then we're gonna do pool. When you feel comfortable with all the confined water skills, so when they are done in a shallower depth, so then we move to the open water dive site. So that means just going a little bit deeper. The minimum depth for the open water dive is 5 meters. So that means we looking for the confidence. But remember, we are not going into the open water as long as you are not feeling comfortable with the confined water. In the open water, we do the same skills. We just repeat them again to create the motor skills. And when you're not thinking about anymore about this, how to remove, replace mask and how terrible it is, you're feeling comfortable enough to do it in a deeper water. For the confined water, all the skills are divided in smaller portions. So that means we have 5 confined water dives, within which ones we actually doing all this bunch of skills. And for the open water dive, we have 4 dives. Again, in each dive we're doing some portion of the skills. We're starting from the simpler ones and going to the complex ones. All right, we are going in the water and we will start to develop our skills. I'm super happy about the Comang. I'm pretty sure he will be our Divemaster in the future. We were in the water, you saw him in the water. In the first 15 minutes he managed the buoyancy and that was great actually. I'm super happy about that. We're gonna finish the open water course, advance, then we will do the rescue and then we slowly will start on a Divemaster course. So next time when you will come here and you will need the guide, so the Comang will be one of our stuff. We've been going for this one already really long time. So since we opened at the dive center, we wanted to train the local dive master or local instructor. So instructors I have already, but we need someone who's diving with our guests. And the best actually is a local guide because the locals see more than anyone else. Like for example, Comang. Comang been spearfishing for a really long time, so he really knows where everything is. So now when we put him on and he's 18 years old, so he can become a dive master. And so now we will just train him, then Laura will take over and she will show him where to find all these macro creatures and all the shrimps and nudibranchs and that stuff, and then we will have a local stuff. Super happy about that. Hi buddy. Hey. What's up? Not the nicest thing to show from Bali, but that's to all the trash which was in the water yesterday, so it get closer to the beach and now it's on a beach. The kids are actually just picking up the crabs from all the trash because usually the crabs use the trash to travel from place to place. All the coastal governments should do something. It's not only about Indonesia, it's about the Philippines, Malaysia, Vietnam, Thailand, all these countries which has these coastal things. There's a crab inside. Yeah. The first feeling is just to go and pick it all up, but where I will put it? So I will put in a bags or like a socks, and I will put on a street. Then the trash car will come, and then it will go to the dump place, which is also affected by the rainwaters, and it will be back again. Anyways, today's episode was more about the open water diver course and not about the rubbish, but rubbish just hit at me. It's like heartbreaking actually to look at that, and I understand that I'm actually powerless about all these things, so I'm pretty sure it will change soon. Can be changed only in a case if someone will find out how to make money on it. That's the only way. These poor people who lives in the mountains and buying all the products, actually all the things they are buying, it's all packed in a plastic, and they have no choice where to put it. They just have to put it somewhere. I've been walking in the mountains, you saw how it looks like, and no one trash car goes there. So that means the biggest problem is actually packing. As long as the packing will be in plastic, this problem will exist. So the first of all, we have to change the habits or the style of packing. I understand it's been improved within the last years, but it's still really bad. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and see you tomorrow again. Bye.